Welcome back to Maggie's TV. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded, so I apologize and thanks for your patience. It's been almost a year, so I'm gonna recap what happened since the fall 2022. I have moved to Denver, Colorado with my baby dog Tiffany. My plan was to make 2 trips between Phoenix and Denver to complete my move. However, I realized I had so much more stuff, so I ended up making 3 trips. Even for someone like me who like driving, that was a lot of driving. But we have moved into our new home safe and sound, and we're enjoying every bit of it. I have been to Colorado several times before this move. However, since my second visit to Colorado in 2015, I always wanted to live here, so I finally made a move. I didn't notice until I moved here, but apparently Denver gets more sunny days than Florida. I've also learned that there is Japanese embassy in Denver, and there are more Japanese living in Colorado than Arizona. Colorado has the highest average elevation of any U.S. state. The capital, Denver, is nicknamed the Mile High City because it sits at 5,280 feet above sea level, exactly 1 mile. When you come to Colorado, you can really feel the altitude difference. Despite the high altitude, people are very active here. I noticed that everywhere I go, people are walking and dogs are everywhere too. Because people are so active and health conscious here, Colorado has the lowest obesity rate, and Colorado is the skinniest state in the country. It's December, so it's chilly, but Tiffany and I have been exploring different parks around where we live. I've lived in different places around the world, but this is the first time I'm actually living in the city. Denver has a decent train system, so this day I took a train to go downtown. Denver was founded in 1858. The Denver City Town Company was formed as the result of the Colorado Gold Rush. It is unusual capital city because it's not along major river or railroad route. And Denver was named after the territorial governor of Kansas. The man who developed the Denver City Town Company named it after James W. Denver, the governor of Kansas Territory, in hopes of some political favors. However, Governor Denver resigned a month before the founding of Denver City. One of the things that I missed most while I was living in Arizona was snow. Having a cold, proper winter, I missed it a lot. Also, the Christmas market, where you can feel there's a snow and cold, and so you can have a warm tea or coffee or hot cocoa. Like you know it's winter, not just cooler summer or fall feeling. This is probably the first Christmas it's just me and Tiffany spending together. She got a friend who looks like her but with the horn, and we decided to drive down to Colorado Springs to visit the Garden of the Gods. The garden's red rock formations were created during the geological upheaval along a natural fault line millions of years ago. Archaeological evidence shows that prehistoric people visited Garden of the Gods about 1330 BC. At about 250 BC, Native American people camped in the park. They are believed to have been attracted to wildlife and plant life in the area and used overhangs created by the rocks for shelter. Many Native people have reported a connection to Garden of the Gods. Multiple American Indian nations traveled through Garden of the Gods. The Utes oral tradition tell of their creation of the Garden of Gods, and petrographs have been found in the park that are typical of early Utes. The Utes found red rocks to have a spiritual connection and camped near Manitou Springs. Starting in the 16th century, Spanish explorers and later European American explorers and trappers traveled through the area. Long before Garden of the Gods was a park, geological features began to form. It all begins in the Pleistocene Ice Age, which resulted in erosion and glaciation of the rock, creating the present rock formations. The ancient sea remains of the mountain ranges, alluvial fans, sandy beaches, and sand dunes fields can all be found in the rock. The outstanding geological features of the park are highly visible sedimentary rock formations. These rocks were created as ancient mountains eroded and were buried in their own sediments. Massive sand dunes moved across the land, and shallow seas and deeper oceans encroached and retreated. Each environment left behind gravel, sand, and ocean deposits that formed horizontal layers over millions of years. The multiple formations were then uplifted and slowly brought to the surface by a series of mountain building events. The resulting rocks are stood up, pushed around, and slanted. Balanced rock at the south end of the park was formed as erosive processes removed the softer layers near its base, eventually leaving the precarious looking outcrop seen today. I wasn't sure how Tiffany would feel about snow since she always shivers when it's cold outside, but seems like she's enjoying it. So today is New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, or Omisoka in Japanese, it is a custom for Japanese to reflect on the past year and usher in the coming year, all while enjoying a bowl of hot soba noodles called toshikoshi soba. The literal translation is year crossing noodle. Like many cultures, New Year in Japan is about beginning with a fresh, clean slate. That's the essence of toshikoshi soba, a hot soba noodle soup that is healthy and easy to make and full of symbolism. As a tradition, toshikoshi soba is usually served in its simplest form: buckwheat soba noodles served in a hot dashi broth and garnished with only finely chopped scallions. But if you like, you can make it your own by taking it to the next level by topping it with tempura, kamaboko fish cakes, and a raw egg. The tradition of eating soba noodles on New Year's Eve started as early as the 13th or 14th century in Japan. However, it was not until the Edo period when the common class developed the customary religious and superstitious rituals that the tradition of eating toshikoshi soba became established for the Japanese people. Here's another thing that we love Denver so far. There is a Dachshund meetup. Even on the icy cold day, we get together and Tiffany gets to make new friends. 2022 was definitely a roller coaster ride for me. There are great things but also not so great things. But we're glad that we have moved to Denver, Colorado, and we're so excited for 2023. I have more adventurous vlogs coming up, so look for the next videos, and as always, thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.